Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This game I am north of the highway, northeast of Horizon Street Scene Festival site at the Eagle's Head. And I am angled over where if there's a drop over near those buildings there, I will see it between the tiles. And if there's one near the buildings behind me, I will hear it. And I hear a drop right near these buildings behind me. So I will move over where I will be right next to the drop. The level 3 Porsche Macan, and there is a drop over on the left here, so let's get over to this drop. And our two drops here, let's see, left or right, let's go right. Alright, level 4 Lancer, and someone right off the bat gets into a level 9 Fiesta there. Starting out and a great start. I opened up the map just to see how far I had to go, and someone else gets into a level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. So there's two high level vehicles already at the beginning of this game. This is a level 2 Peugeot. So I'll start making my way over. There's these other vehicles. Let's see if I can be a car drop sniper here. Alright, those two vehicles disappeared on the mini-map, so they must be going away. There is one behind me, and I don't want to get caught going away from the direction of a head-to-head, and I don't know what they are in. So, this gamer tag, Chippy Zup 77, got into a level 6 Aerial Nomad. Remember that gamer tag? They lined up crossing my path a little later here. So I'll go up the hill and take a peek at this drop here. It looks like that vehicle is following me. And this is a level 3 Audi Quattro. So let's see. Are they coming up the hill? They are. I'll see if I can go by them with momentum, and they went over to the left here, and I'll slow this down. I can see it is a level 6, and I think that was Aerial Nomad that they were getting into, and they are hot on my tail, so that did not work. They were wise to that tactic. So I'm actually going to go through Guanajuato here, and someone else gets into a level 9 Fiesta. So there are at least 3 vehicles that I've noticed that are in high-level vehicles right at the beginning of this game. And that level 6 is chasing me. I think they wound up running into those buildings back there, so they won't be able to catch me. And I know this route really well, so I know to go to the left at the fork in the road here, go by the church. Sometimes there's a drop right there, and sometimes just around this bend in that tunnel there's a drop. Someone gets into a level 10 Hoonigan RS 200. Sometimes there's a drop. Actually 2 drops on this road, and that vehicle is off on my right, the road that parallels this road. So I'm going to go back to this road that leads south out of Guanajuato. They continue on that line, so they are going to be nowhere near me. And unfortunately, I am outside of the arena, and I am going to have damage on my timeout bar here. Let's see. I'm going to go in a straight line and get hung up on the rolling hills and in the trees there. And have more time taking off my timeout bar of damage. So it looks like I'm going to have 1.5 seconds damage. As I'm going into the stadium here, someone levels up into a R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck or found a drop, I'm not sure which. This is not of interest. Level 3 Audi Quattro, so I'll just continue on this line. Sometimes we drop over here on the right, and I will slow this down. Watch what I find. So now the plan is to engage in one head-to-head, get into a level 10, and try and win the final showdown. As always, isn't that the plan? Alright, I see some cars over here. Engage in a head-to-head, or... Someone gets into a level 10 Hoonigan RS 200 there. Alright. Take a peek at this drop. And here's a skilled player, Sultanov GT, getting into a level 6 Audi RS 7. Much level 9 top speed. Road speed vehicle. Off-road not as high. And look at how far north the arena wall goes. That is a clue. It will be final arena 18. So head-to-heads are going up the mountain here. Although if you're up the mountain this early, it may be a head-to-head that leads down the mountain. So it's not always the short head-to-head on what I call Vulcan Road. There's a car right here. Let's get him. One of the level 6 Exocet, which is actually a really good off-road vehicle. I run into this hill. I have to go around these boulders. I think they jumped up that hill, so call it a wash. They're right on me, so I have to have a clean run through here, so I don't lose this head-to-head. Someone else gets into a level 10 Hoonigan RS 200, so I'm not sure if that is the same one that is changing hands there. Go around the end of the switchbacks. I know this is a clear route up the mountain. These trees, if I hit a tree, I'm going to lose all momentum. Fortunately, that one broke away. Alright, it looks like it's on the road that goes over on the west side of the mountain, and it is. So let's just get over on that and get into a level 10 here. Curious to see what will be offered. Really well.
Opponent eliminated.
Alright, the Merc-AMG won. So I am actually just going to continue on this line. go park on the perimeter of the current arena, and when the arena begins to shrink, I will pull forward, and look at that. That was that level 6 aerial nomad that was chasing me. They just were eliminated. And Sultanov GT just won a head-to-head, and I do not see them leveling up into anything or taking the opponent's vehicle, so they must have stayed in the Audi RS7. I was just checking to make sure I was recording, and I will speed this waiting up. And Sultanov wins another head-to-head, and I do not see them leveling up or taking the opponent's vehicle again. 7 Jeep Trailcat and a level 9 Jeep Trackhawk. Sultanov GT was just eliminated. Someone gets into a level 8 Nissan GTR, one of my favorite cars in this game. Near level 10 speeds. It will work going down the mountain very well. So I just pulled ahead, so I am just inside of the next arena wall as the arena is shrinking. And this is actually a good location. If someone comes towards me, I can go towards them and engage in a head-to-head. I would rather not. I've learned that once I am in the vehicle that I am in, I do not engage in head-to-heads, taking unnecessary risks. There are exceptions to that in different circumstances, but for the most part, I just stay in what I would like to use in the final showdown once I am in it. And I actually started doing that after I had a high number of eliminations in a game. I tried replicating that. I think it was 10 or 11. And in trying to replicate that, I was taking the unnecessary risks and not making the final showdown. And here's a highly skilled player that just gets into a level 10 Baraki. I'm not going to butcher their gamer tag. Try and say that. So I have some competition in this final showdown, most definitely. Here's another Nissan GTR, so I'm not sure if the same one is just changing hands or there are multiple Nissan GTRs. All right, it's time to get in position for the final showdown. Let's do this. Just ahead is some boulders I'd like to park next to, just beyond this Y intersection. There's those boulders. There's, I think, 3 small ones I like to park next to, and that eliminates those antics of those that like to ram you right here. Trying to angle where I will go down the gap down the side of the mountain.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 18. The range of time to leave is 13 to 14 seconds. Because of the damage on my timeout bar, I will leave it 12 seconds and hopefully time my exit around 1 second. GTR on my left and one that times their exit perfectly in front of me. I exit at 1 second with a fair amount of speed as planned. Perfect. So off we go. And when the finish point appears, it looks to be roughly west of Lake. So I will slowly angle over and go through Horizon Mexico Festival site, avoiding that triangular shaped intersection. There are boulders around that I avoid on this line. No surprise, here's a Nissan GTR just in front of me. The festival site. And once I get through the festival site, I will angle over towards this finish. Looks like they are going through the intersection, so I am going to try and go over the right side of the hill and left of the greenhouses. They are taking a little bit more of a direct route. Look how close this is going to be. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. That was close. I think I got it. Let's see.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Yes, I got it. That was so close. Let me show you in slow motion. Watch this.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.